You're watching News Channel 18 at 6. News from where you live.
It was just another day for Dr. Will Miller and 3 West Lafayette firefighters. Dr. Will had gone golfing with friends that August morning and went to do some work at University Church in the afternoon. But what happened next would change the doctor's life forever and remind everyone else how fragile life can be. In tonight's Heroes Among Us, we'll talk to the 3 firefighters who helped save the local pastor's life and why each of them say what they did was just routine. It was around 2 o'clock August 24th when West Lafayette firefighters Brett Yunt, Sean Like, and Bruce Sigmund were sitting inside Station 1 when the call came in.
As far as we remember, it was man down, not breathing.
West Lafayette Fire Station 1 is less than a block away from University Church, where Dr. Will Miller serves as pastor. He was at the church doing some work when he suddenly didn't feel well.
And walked up to the office where Ed and Sandy were, and I poked my head into the main office and said to Sandy, so she tells me, I have no memory of this, Sandy, I don't feel. Boom, I went down, hit my head on the wall. I was out. I had full, sudden cardiac death.
Firefighters arrived in seconds, knowing they were going to try and save a man who was not breathing.
He had the color to him, and he was definitely dying.
Each of the 3 firefighters had a role in bringing Dr. Will back to life with CPR. Using a defibrillator, they were able to get his heart beating again.
We each have our own job. Bruce set up the machine and the pads. Sean does the compressions, and I was doing the bag.
It's pretty much just instinct. I mean, I don't think any of us really thought about it a whole lot. It's just we know what we've got to do and we go in and do it.
Dr. Will serves as a pastor, is an author, holds a Ph.D. and several master's degrees, counsels large corporations, has worked as a comedian, and makes a monthly appearance on Bob and Tom. He stays physically active and had just passed a stress test before his heart attack.
Just because you don't have a history and you don't have symptoms, I mean, I don't want everyone walking on eggshells in a nervous wreck, but the fact of the matter is, pay attention to those other symptoms that you may have.
He was basically, like you said, basically dead, so it was good to bring him back.
I felt that we worked well as a team, the 3 of us. We've been together, several years, and that's probably what I'm most proud of how well we work together as a team.
Dr. Will followed up with the 3 men to thank them for doing what they do. He took them as his guests on the Bob and Tom show to talk about his heart attack with a national audience, hoping something he said would help someone look for the warning signs.
When I went into the Bob and Tom show with them, what I told them was, it's not so much about you 3. Of course, I owe my life to you. But you represent thousands and thousands of first responders who just do this every day.
But we don't consider ourselves heroes. We're just doing our job, and that's what we do. But it's nice when people do thank us, and they appreciate it.
Dr. Will Miller spent 2 days in a coma and had some minor memory problems. He had 100% blockage, so doctors put in 1 stent. Now, a year and a half later, Dr. Will says he's just fine. He still golfs, takes trips, and hits the treadmill 3 days a week.